All right, let's get started, folks. We got a piece of orange coral today. End up seeing what this will do for us. Might be good, might be bad. Let's have to figure it out ourselves. Let's see what we get here. All right, what's going on? Yeah, it's some coral. Florida coral. Some orange stuff. Looks nice. All right. Need to get some? Yeah, it's nice. Worth the white coral and pass. Real fine. Oh, yeah, white coral's it's slick. Works really well. Can't remember where I got this piece from, though. We're gonna make it nice. By taking big flakes off like that. Something like that. Flakes off of the base here. Yep. Okay. A little bit here. There we go. It's more like it. All right, all these people in 3 likes. Come on, yeah. Hey, let them know now. Let them know. Let them know. Yeah, gonna work this into some kind of blade or arrowhead. With coral, I kind of like to stick to Florida types, given that that's where this kind of coral is from. So maybe a Noonan, maybe a Marion, maybe a Pasco. Maybe a Hillsborough. Maybe a citrus. We'll just have to see. See what the rock gives us here. Yep. Some good flakes. Simpson mustache. Yeah, I could. I typically stay away from that one because that's one that a lot of people just buy and resell. Now, generally, I only sell to people who don't resell, who are trusted guys. But I generally try to just stay away from that one. I see that one way too much online. I'm like, well, yeah, well, that's the last thing I need to be making and selling is that. But for a personal collection, sure. I think this one's a little too wide. The base would be fine, but I wouldn't want to ruin all my width for that shape personally. So I'm thinking maybe something different. Now, if it was really skinny or something, I'd consider that for sure. Definitely, but this one's a little wide. I'm gonna keep it wide. All right. What's going on, folks? There we go. That's a good flake. Coming together. Strike after strike. We're getting our shape in. Hey, we got some more commenters finally. Let's see what we got. Understandable you'd lose a ton. Yeah. Where do I find stones like this? If you're in Florida, you can find a bunch. This ASMR, it is not. No. We're doing some flint knapping. You could consider it that if you want to. But yeah, we're just making arrowheads over here. Why? Is it good ASMR? That's the big question. And is it worse when I talk? No, I'm gonna keep talking anyways. That's part of the channel here. All right, got some thickness here I need to take care of. We'll see what we can do here. Very interesting, thank you. And Houston, not much stones. I gotcha. There is a bunch of stones in Texas though. You may want to look around. I couldn't tell you where, but Texas is a huge melting pot, so to speak, of chert. So you might be fairly lucky and have some good rocks around you that you can find. Good outcrops. All right, starting to get a little dense here. I need to be careful. I've already kind of messed up a little bit, so need to be very careful here. That wasn't great, but we'll figure something out here. There we go. That was kind of helpful. Get a little notch-o-matic here. Pop that out. Yeah, all better. Somewhat. Probably best if we downsize boppers just a little bit. That one was a little too thick for how thin we got this. Sandals with a high top slacks. I'm telling you now. It's the way to go. It's the new trend. I'm gonna start a new trend here. There we go. We're doing good, we're doing good. Definitely some hinges I need to get out, but I think I can do it. I think that's the key word, though. I think I can do it. I'm actually gonna draw this in here. I gotta clip this edge eventually. All right, so hello. Yeah, what's up, y'all? Okay. Let's go out here. Yep. Now, hopefully this plate comes off well. If it doesn't, I might be in a world of trouble here. It did okay. Let's see what we're left with. Yeah, I gotta get over this hump. It's gonna be really tricky. I don't foresee being able to do it, but I gotta try. Yeah, we caught it. I gotta get it from this side. Got lucky. Clean it off. That looks good. That looks good. Showed some of your work at Blade Show in Atlanta. A guy recognizes stone. Oh, no way. That's awesome. What's good? What's good? What's up? Over 200 people and only 18 likes. Double tap the screen. Thanks, Cooks. What's your favorite piece you've napped? I've napped a bunch. That is really hard to say. Really hard to say. I'm not sure. Dragon glass? No, but I've got some here. I guarantee if I labeled every video dragon glass, even if it was coral, I guarantee there'd be more viewers. I guarantee it. What is it? Minecraft? What is it with the obsidian? What's the game with the obsidian stuff? Or was it Game of Thrones or something? What's this craze with obsidian? Needs to know. Needs to know. Does it have powers or something? Game of Thrones. Gotcha. Might be a good idea for you to nap at a Blade show if you can make next year. They really like it. Oh, really? Yeah, I've never heard of a Blade show before. Is that like just a knife show? Or is that artifact related? Or is that nap-in related? Give me an idea what it's like. Largest knife show in the world. Oh, okay. What's up, TH? Welcome in. You aren't first tonight. Yeah, I'll look into that. Is it an annual thing, I guess? Something they do every year? That was a good flake. In Atlanta, okay, and that's not too far from me. I'm not going to give the distance, but that's not too awful far away. I can make that. Might be the only person not selling anything though, because I can't can't keep any inventory with you guys around. That would be fun to go to though and check out. Maybe bring some work, see what people think. Oh yeah, that's what I needed right there. Sweet. Love napping, and I've learned some tips from you. Thank you for that. All right, well, thanks. Blade Show is the largest knife-related convention in the world. Most of the large knife companies and a lot of the custom makers still work. It's in Atlanta every year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Let me screenshot that. Yeah, and I'll go back and look because that is very interesting. You find some shoes? You can send me some shoes. I have shoes, but I just chose not to wear them today. It's just, it's too lazy. Didn't want to put them on, you know. And I was like, these little flip-flops would do just fine. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yeah, y'all know what I mean. Will say though, if it is the largest knife convention in the world, guess the value. Well, hi, what's up, Jesse? I wonder, and I'm curious how much a booth would be there. I imagine it'd be a little bit. Hey, what's up, John? Bailey, what's up? I've been doing good. Been doing well. I'm working a piece of coral that has just been laying around. And it looked kind of all it's lonesome, you know, over in the corner. So I was like, yeah, let me pick this guy up. This poor little arrowhead. I mean, or poor little potential arrowhead. It needs some love, and it's been laying out for a while. So yeah, I figured, yeah, let's do something with that one tonight. So if I set up there next year, attorney, would you show up? That's the big question. Started out learning napping on the bottom part of a beer bottle. I've made some cool arrowheads out of the blue plat. Oh, that's very cool. Are you not able to type in lowercase, or is it just out of curiosity? But it doesn't really matter. I was just curious. But that's really cool. Really cool. Looks like he wants to be a Noonan. I agree, dude. I completely agree. And Jesse, this is actually some drier coral, believe it or not. I'm able to get it kind of thin, but it's not that super slick. I mean, there's some translucency, but it's not like, you know, other pieces of coral I've had. But it does seem to nap fine, obviously. Now, could it be one of those ultra uber thin points? Probably not. But it's done way better than I thought it would. We got by a bunch of our hinges. By the way, John, I called Lewis. He said he was absolutely ecstatic. because I called and said, hey, I need your address. He was like, for what? And I'm like, well, you know, stuff. He was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, someone might want to send you something. He was like, oh no, what? And he kind of coerced me into saying it. So anyways, he's like super excited. I'm like, hey man, you know, don't expect, you know, expect a handful of things. I mean, he's not going to send you a $400 box of coral, but you know, he'll give you some real good stuff to try out. That's for sure. So he is beside himself, ecstatic to work some coral. I remember one of the first coral points he ever worked was some clear pinhead that was translucent. He has still kept that first point to this day. It's the ugliest little rascal, and he'll tell you it's kind of thick and whatnot. But he just thinks it's the most awesome thing in the world. He loves the material. He just doesn't. He hasn't been to Silver River the past 2 years, so he hasn't been able to get any other than what I've given him, which I've given him quite a bit actually. But anyways, he's excited to kind of get back into the napping groove. Y'all really sparked him up the other day. Oh yeah, this is coming out sweet. Sorry about the all caps. I'm a disabled veteran and typing in all caps helps. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, whatever works, right? He was yelling it. Been going there for the last 5 years. Okay, well, don't stop if I go there next year, okay? No, how does it help? No, it doesn't matter. Screen is cracked. I got to get another phone tomorrow. Sorry. Oh, no. I was just curious. I knew that there was another gentleman who did that as well. And I didn't know if it was I didn't know what it might be for, but that makes a lot of sense. No, that's totally fine. Glad you're here, Steven. Good still damage 2 today at Lotto Fishing. Okay. Although we do what we must. We got special volcanic rocks. I do. How did you know? Oh, thanks for the little 100 thingies. I don't know what that is, but thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the tongue sticking out of you, whatever thingy. Live longer. What's up, TT? Tommy Taylor. What's going on, Chief? This kind of has like a Kirk look to it. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna get a sip of the Old Faithful here. Diet Mountain Dew. Hopefully today's been a great day for y'all. It's been pretty good for me. I can't complain. It's been pretty good. Long day, but a good day nonetheless. I just realized I don't have much left on this little flaker. So I've got to make, I'm gonna have to sharpen another tool here in a minute. Let's see what we can do with this tool here. Okay. All right, well, we made it in. How far can we go? Is the question. Put some little notches in this thing. I have several extra boxes clogging up my garage. You know, once you get the proper bond. Ah, well, that's nice of you. Yeah, I have worked petrified wood. I've got a little sliver of it here that I want to work. It's a heated piece I heated up from some other ones that I've made. You can look on my channel. I made a handful actually. Some of my favorites. Yeah, from particular stone in Georgia. Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's see. The brownish stuff is from the Flint River in Georgia. This stuff is coral. It comes from Florida. But some of my Alabama coastal stuff comes from Alabama, but I don't know if I've sold. I rarely sell that stuff. You may have a few pieces of Bama stuff. Bama stuff is gatekept. Only a handful, no. But yeah, it's super abundant over in Georgia. There's a ton of it. Pretty much all the same stuff. Some good quality, some better quality, some best quality, a ton of low quality. But really consistent stuff. I enjoy working a lot of the Georgia material. The only thing is you don't get a lot of variation like with the coral here. You can get orange, blue, whatever, you know, different stuff like that. That's the downside. But the upside is you can work most of it raw. You don't have to heat treat it, which is kind of cool. Most do, but it holds its strength really well when it's raw, so it really doesn't bother me working it like that. Prefer it actually. But that is awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look into going. That'd be cool. Is that where you're from, or do you travel to go there, attorney? Said hello. Flint River, yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, plenty of it over there. Plenty of it over there. Let's see. How deep do I want this notch is the question. I don't need it like super crazy deep. But I don't want it too shallow either, so gotta find a good balance, you know. Find a good balance. I think we're at about that balance. That's pretty far in there. For most people, I think that's fine. Yep. I'd say that's a pretty good notch, folks. Don't know about you, but if we can replicate that, that'll be pretty sweet. What's up, Alan? Oh, you live in ATL. That's awesome. Well, if you ever find your way down here, give me a holler. You can come nap with me live if you want to. I don't care. I'll give you a bunch of stone I don't need. Just plan a trip or something. I got a dog. Would be happy to see you. Let's see. I really need another one of these little jokers, but I don't want to make one right now. So I'm kind of burnt. Napping fish, there you go. Indeed, indeed. This kind of has Lost Lake vibes, but we'll kind of play it out and see what happens here. Depends on how this notch goes. It may bust. That is certainly a possibility. Sorry, when I focus really hard, I usually don't talk much. Y'all may like that though. Ever made it up to the Flint Ridge Napping? I have not. Memorial Day. Packed up by day 2. Hopefully Labor Day is dry or bigger anyways. Yeah, I hear the fall one's better, or bigger, I should say. And I'd like to. Don't know if I'll be able to, but that would be cool. No, I've never been up there. Do you think that people would enjoy me being up there? Would people know who I am? I'm doubtful. Not that that matters. But it'd just be a very foreign environment, really far away from home. But I think I would have a good time. I think it would be fun. The interesting thing about this channel is I just don't show my face very often. Like, at all. So I'd go up there, people would be like, oh, what's up? Oh, wow, okay. Oh, hey, all right. It'd be, I'd have to make friends. And I'm kind of introverted. And I also don't want to go up there and be like, hey, I'm Gulf Coast Knapping, and people think I'm kind of a turd, you know. Oh, I don't know. I think it'd be fun going up there. It's just a matter of distance and cost. Distance and cost. I think Dockenstein makes it. Okay. I may go up there in September. I usually just go to the Silver River one every year, but River one a couple of, okay. Yeah, I may try to go this year if I have an extra vacation day. It was great. People from across the country show up usually. Okay. It was great. Yeah, I may try. But then again, what if it rains out 2 days in like it did in the spring, you know? Maybe I'll make some friends before it rains and I can, buddy up with somebody. Do the people who do booths, can they stay there like in a tent or something? Like, what's the dealio with that? I need a logo, guys. The guy who was supposed to do me a logo failed tremendously bad. Well, he had it coming, and then he just stopped fooling with it. And I was like, you still gonna do it? And he was like, well. So, yeah, I need a logo, too. Get the channel to spawn. Which channel? My channel? We were fine. Yes, tents, hotels, RVs. Think you know a guy. You got me free. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna get up there. Somebody be like, "Oh, you're that guy. Oh yeah, you can stay with me." And then I get kidnapped. That's what's bound to happen. I'm gonna get kidnapped. Give me your private collection of arrowheads. Give it to me. I want your arrowheads. Yeah. What were you thinking? Trying to get the channel to sponsor you. Get my channel to sponsor who? Or a channel to sponsor me. What? I'm not understanding. I'm sorry. I'm dense. Kidnapped. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. A kidnapped. I watched a kidnapping when I was there. Yeah, I watched a kidnapping when I was up there. That's funny. You'll never guess what I saw. A kidnapping. What's up, Mason? Yeah, I'll make you one for free. Make one. Make one what? Yeah, I'm kind of behind. I'm sorry. I'm behind on chats. Discord. I still don't know anything about Discord. Y'all got to tell me, what in the world is Discord? Does this channel need a Discord? Like, what's Discord about, folks? I need to know. Or should I start a private Discord and charge people $200 to be a part of it? That would be cool. No. Socks and flip-flops. Ain't making no friends, I'm telling you. Rather be comfortable and make friends now. Rather be comfortable. Just saying. Oh, yeah. Well, we got our notches in there, so I guess that's a plus. Yep. So now I got to finish the edge work and figure out if I want a Lost Lake or a Kirk. Oof. I guess I could just go Kirk. I need to fix the tip. The tip stinks. Yeah, let me do that. I can probably pressure flake that. Let me not do anything too crazy. All right, yeah, let's get this figured out here. Let's just go ahead and do Kirk and call it. That's what I'm thinking. It'd be a nice one though. It will be a nice one. All right, let me catch up here. And because this golf cart, he broke his wrist, and I'm a little better. Oh wow. Oof. Yeah, it is a multimedia app. Interesting. You can stream, chat, and message. Okay. What other stone you got around? Oh man. Oh, this one's not doing it for you, huh? You got a bunch of stuff. Coral. Hornstone. I may work some hornstone next. I got some big preforms. It's a communication platform. Okay. You Native American? How did you know? I am a Native American. I was born here technically. So does that count? Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Careful. Fish or spearhead. I like to fish and I like to make spearheads. And there will be a video upcoming on catching fish with stone hooks. Yep. Heard it here first. Heard it here first, folks. Like itty bitty ones. But I gotta make more though. Getting close to finishing this point though. Y'all would be proud of me. Usually it takes me millennia to finish a point. But this one has worked out pretty well. Can't complain. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. There we go. Got a nice flaked edge. Now, I've only done the edge work. This is kind of jagged over here. Then this is kind of streamlined. So just doing kind of some streamline work, and then we'll flip it on this side and make sure everything's kind of together. Alabama-Donian tribe. How did you know? How did you know? Are sending good vibes from northern Michigan tonight. What? Up in Michigan, huh? Wow, that is awesome. You know, it does seem like a couple days ago I got a missed call from Bill, so I'll have to return y'all's call and get up with you and see how things are doing. Good to see you. I gotcha. Sounds legit. That looks nice. Thank you. Evening, guy. What's up, Jim? Hornstone will be cool. I like seeing stone a bit closer to my area now and then. I got some. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right, let's finish out this side. Let's see which side I want to do first. Let's do this side first. Sharpen up my tip a little bit. Okay. And here we go. Off to the races. braid the edge and go back on the other side. Gotta love this part of napping though. I mean, it's just the most boring part, but you gotta do it. You got to do it. Because if you don't, you'll be burnt. That is my professional assessment. Just makes it look a little cleaner, a little better. That's all, that's all. All right, okay. So we got the sides flaked. So the sides are even, but now we got to do from a top view. This is where, again, I could go Lost Lake here, but I'm thinking about just keeping it, a Kirk. That's what I'm thinking. So, sharpen this up again. Running out of room on this little guy, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me get a sip of Mountain Dew here. Good evening. Is it illegal to fish with a stone hook? I don't know. We're going to find out. Stone tools are modern tools. What's the point? This is the point. It's very sharp, actually. Very sharp. Did you like that? That was funny. I thought that was pretty funny. The point is, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. I'm having a good time. I'm making a cool arrowhead at that. And people can make an arrowhead with a dead gum belt sander, you know. That'd still be cool. But the idea that natives didn't have copper is just kind of dumb. I'm not saying all of them did, but many cultures did. You may say, well, they didn't have a plastic handle. Well, they had something better than plastic handles. Let me tell you that. Way better than plastic handles. They had antler, which I can't afford. I'm too cheap. And technically, I do like bone better for pressure flaking. So, just grabs the edge better. Looks pretty clean. That's pretty funny. Copper nails, I do. Love my work, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Do you ever use copper nails in your flakes? Yeah, from time to time. It's an art, and the point is the point. You try it sometime before you knock it. Yeah, there you go. Well, I actually saw more antlers. Sure. Oh yeah, I bet you. I'm gonna find me a good set somewhere. I kind of want to see them in person though before I get them. I don't want to just blindly order like an $80 antler and then not get the shape or the thing that fits my hand the best. You know, that's my worry. Is like I'm gonna pay $100 for something that isn't even like fit for me. That's my big fear. So I kind of want to see it in person if I get something. And that's why I don't have anything. I don't have the proper stones or anything. It's just not really something I've looked at or wanted to really buy. But You know, one of these days. One of these days, some napper will get out of napping and they'll be like, hey, Jake, you want all my tools? I'll be like, yes, please. Yes, please. Now let me make 100 videos of abo tools. That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, this side, done. I got to do the other side. Flakers, indeed. What's up, Lance? This is actually the pet piece to the harden that you made. Believe it or not. For sale? We'll see. Or are you maybe talking about the other? The antler. Sorry. Oh, that's all good. They're surprisingly heavy. Ooh. I like them. I like them heavy now. I like them heavy. I always like to use the biggest bopper that I can without really sacrificing, you know, too much on flake scar width or depth. Need to make a video on that actually. Because you can choose a big bopper and get a really good flake, but you may ruin the side depth for your next flake. And you're not going to be able to draw a flake across the middle anymore alongside of it because you just ruined your platform and the depth for your next ridge. I'll have to do a video on that. Actually, I do have a video on that. I need to find that. I did a deliberate strike one time in a video I posted probably about a month ago. And specifically remember taking a flake that I wish I wouldn't have. I think I tried finishing that point off video and that actually ruined the point. So, yeah. I'll have to find that. I was working some Flint River, if I remember correctly. All right, still got to do the other side. Gonna be a good one. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Don't hype me up now. Don't hype me up too much, or I'll get to wanting to keep this joker. I got something to sell tonight though, either way, so. It's actually one that's directly from the keeper case. Decided to pull out a big old Noonan. Who would have thought this dry piece of coral would actually turn into something decent? I'm actually shocked. This isn't what I was expecting at all. Not that dry coral is bad, but it's just doing better than I thought. I guess I heated it pretty nicely this go around. A little bit of tidying up the tip a little bit. Okay, now let's just finish pressure flaking, I reckon, here. Marsha, you moving around over yonder? I hear you over there. All right, I think that'll about do it. I generally like to do a slightly incurved base on my kirks. I don't always do it for the lost legs, but for the kirk corner notches I do. Helps me to distinguish between them a little bit. Yep. Now that is pretty sporty right there. That is pretty sporty. May be able to flick that little piece off too. Hold up. Yeah, I caught it. That little portion right there. Everything else is flat, good, symmetrical. Can't see much wrong with it. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I'll take that. Oh yeah, it does have some translate. Marshall, quit that, son. It's got a little bit. It's got a little bit. Kind of a burst, orange burst, something like that. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Pretty decent, I'd say. Now, question is, I was thinking about selling this big old rascal. See what it looks like. This is a keeper Noonan. Bigger than the Kirk I just made. And anyways, I'd want a decent bid for it, but I would sell it if anybody was curious. I think I may hold on to the Kirk corner notch for a day or two, and then after a day or two I may sell it. This one's a stud. Big old Noonan point blade. This one took me a while to make. I can't recall when, but it took me a while. And then yeah, the Kirk. Pretty decent. Yeah, I may keep it for now. I like that side the best, I think. Looks pretty clean. But for a Noonan like this, you know, I would say the starting bid would probably need to be around 100, and then just let it free for all go. But you know, in an ideal world, if I were to ask a price for this, because this is probably my best Noonan. I don't have another one this size. I'd probably want around 150 if I had to be honest. But it's just a killer piece. I can't remember if I bought this off of John. I bought this off of either John or Ryan. The boulder was 35 bucks. So I'd only be making with the shipping about 100 if I sold it for 150. But you know. Anyways, it's a cool blade. You'd buy that TBF? I don't know what TBF means. Fire? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. But also, I showed this off the other day. It's a Alabama Coastal Boggy Branch. It'd kind of be in the same realm. Maybe more like 100 to 120, something like that. This is Alabama Coastal. The other is Coral. This one isn't translucent, but it is our pretty pink material. See anything else like obsidian? Yeah, I got a big fat chunk of obsidian right there. Yeah, I use a lot. I already showed 2 materials: coastal, coral, hornstone, Tallahassee, coral, Flint River, Georgia jasper. Yeah, I use all sorts of stuff. This one I'd probably sell for 120. Boggy branch. I love boggy branches. I don't have another piece of coastal that large. Anyways, that's just to let you have a look see. Let me work some hornstone. Y'all were talking about it earlier. And I may sell that corn notch. Just probably not tonight. I'm gonna look it over and and kind of give it some more thought. Technically, I do have a preform. Let's see. I got this one. Started at 140. John, that may take it. If you wanted it at 140, that'd probably take it, honestly. Got another preform. Yeah, if nobody wants to go 150, then I'll give it like 30 seconds. But if not, then John, you can take it. Another piece of hornstone, a little thicker, so I'm gonna let that one down. Annabelle says 150. Never mind. Yep. Yeah, you got it, John. You can have it. You can have it, John. You got it. I knew there'd be some trolls. And then there's this piece as well. And then there's this preform that is also out of hornstone that I just haven't finished up that I need to. I think that one, I might can finish this one today, so I'll use this one. I worked this one off stream for a little while. But yeah, that's a huge pickup. That Noonan is insane. Absolutely insane. I knew that coming out that would be one of my best pieces. And sure enough, it was. Dude, that is a monster. Go back to the pink one. This one is Alabama Coastal. So basically out of limestone, similar to coral, but it's like a different deposit. It's known to have a median ridge. So it's not supposed to be super thin, although this one kind of is. And just displays really well in a case. I just don't have coastal this long. That's the only thing. Most of my coastal is short. Most of my coastal breaks, so that's the only reason. But anyways, it's just pink in person. If you have a black case, it stands out like no tomorrow in a case. And has like some purplish in the base. Anyways, boggies are, you just don't find many people making them, but it does take some know-how to kind of get it that thickness. But anyways, I like it. Least I'd probably take for that one is 100 for this one, because I really like boggies. I just don't have that big of material. But let's try to finish this one, and that's the real question, is what do I want to make? I'm thinking about just going for a Simpson point, honestly. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to go Clovis here. Don't have much thickness is why. And I got Cortex there. Yeah, I'm thinking Simpson. Some kind of Simpson point. You like the color of the hornstone? Yeah, I do too. You ever drink Surge? I have not. Okay, Drake, we'll send the payment when I get back Tuesday. Sweet. Yeah, that sounds good. A little strawberry fleck action. Oof. Now, strawberry fleck, I don't have any big pieces anymore. I don't know if I have much of anything of that. I got this little flake that's super duper translucent. But that wasn't the strawberry fleck. But I know what you're talking about. It's I got an itty bitty piece over there, flake over there. It's super uncommon to get that stuff. I don't really want to go Lost Lake here. It's kind of skinny for that. I mean, I could, but like, nah, chief. Well, I'm a happy camper. All right. Do you like the hills where someone incenses this? Sweet. You're seeing a Beaver Lake. Beaver Lake. That could work. This would be a huge one, though. Yeah, part of me just doesn't want to fool with the thickness too awful much. I feel like the flake scars are nice. And the base needs some work for sure, given that it's just got a little bit of thickness everywhere. So I don't know. Like, with something like this, I'd either turn it into a Clovis or I'd turn it into some kind of Lost Lake. It's not wide enough for me to really like a Pickwick. And it also doesn't help that it's a different material than I'm used to. Could go hardened, but that's just too wide for a hardened. I'm not really feeling that. Yeah, it's just way too wide. I mean, I can make an Etley. Part of me just wants to make a doggone Savannah River or a Hamilton. I think that's what I want to do. That's the easiest way. That's gonna be it. Yeah, I mean, I could go paleo here. You know, whittle that down and get it nice. Nah, let's just go. Let's go Savannah River / Hamilton. Done made up my mind. Is what it is. Can't go wrong with a Savannah River. We'll get this rocking and rolling. Most difficult material to work with that you don't mind me asking. For most people, it'd be Tallahassee quartzite. I enjoy it, quite frankly. Probably like some raw Texas stuff that TA sent me. That's not super fun. Marshall, quit that. Some of the swirl coastal isn't really my favorite from Georgia. Unless it's heat treated, then it's fine. All right, go lay down, bro. Yeah, that's a good question. Good question. Anything that's like got internal fractures or cracks is naturally difficult. I can work a lot of that sometimes, but I try to steer clear of it if I can. Whoopsies. Now, what's that tool? It's called a pressure flaker. Sup, Explorer? Welcome, dude. Dragon glass. Yeah, I'll tell you. Here we go. You know, I just never watched Game of Thrones like that. You know, I watched so I bought the HBO or whatever it was on back in the day. And then the first show had nudity in it. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I was just like, okay, let me just turn this off. I don't know. It's kind of a turn off. Like, I don't really enjoy seeing that in movies. Especially if you watch it with a family member or you got people over. It's like, brother, what are we doing here? Other people probably like, oh yeah, that's great. That's me. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, bro, get that off of my television screen, please. And then I just sit back and question life. Like, why? Everybody hypes up this show, and here it is. Got this, the first, nah. And then, I don't know the situation, but then it'd be like, here I am going to church the next day, you know, just having watched, like, it's like, okay, no, let's just not do that. I guarantee somebody's going to comment, those are the best parts. Nah, this is, you know, ain't nothing going on. What's up, Ed? Put a red coral authentic point up in the community. Beautiful but broken. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that the other day. Or yesterday, something like that. I can't recall. I'll have to look it up. I shall have to look that up. Was it in my community or... Because I'm bad at checking my community. Honestly, don't know how I need to do it. Or how to do it effectively. If y'all post in my community, it's very likely I don't see it. Just because I'm terrible at technology. Yes, you are. All right, I'll look it up. Everett, hello, y'all of you. How many have you made? Yeah, that's a good question. I made a bunch of airheads. Lance has made a bunch too. I know that. A bunch. A bunch. My phone was soaked and died, so I waited a few to go. I got you. I do not hunt with these now. That'd be fun to do, though. How much for one like that? I'm going to sell it here in a little bit. For bear hunting? No. But mine are just made for sake of making something. I just enjoy the process of flint knapping. Yeah, others make them for use, and that's not really my lane. But... you know, still fun to make. I just enjoy making them. ahead and curve it base on these Savannah rivers. Makes them look a little better, if you ask me. And that's because they generally were incurved. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? There we go. All right, now I got to do a bunch of edge work to make this nice. So here we go. Bunch of my better ones in front of class. Do for you can't let you look for points unless it's power. Yeah, that's what I heard. Very nice. Think you've been on no, I have not. Have not. Upper extraordinary. Oh goodness, Tommy, what are you doing, son? Oh man. Thanks, buddy. Everybody like it up for Tommy. What a legend. Tommy Anderson. Give it up for the Flint Napper extraordinaire. Wow. You know, super large shout out to the main thing getting me through this. It has been a long day. A long day. Man, thanks so much, dude. That's really, really kind of you. That is super duper kind of you. Like uber duper boober plopper kluber duber 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 nicer. You know, whatever. Very nice. That deserved a Dive Mountain Dew break. And it also deserves a Where's Marshall break. Where's Marshall at? Where's he at? There he is. I see him. There he is. That's him. I see him. I see Marsh. I see him over here too. Because he's going to follow my finger. He's going to follow my finger. He's going to follow my finger. Oh, there he is. Hey, bub. Marsh. Here, Bo. You say hi to everybody? You say hi to Mr. Tommy? Say hi to Mr. Tommy? You know, ear rub? Huh? And back rub? Here. There you go. Oh, yeah, all thanks to Tommy. I wouldn't have done it without him, you know. Your favorite dog, Marshall? Aw, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Coming up? Coming up? Up. Oh, there you go. You going to say hi to him, Bo? Here, let me turn the flash off so it's easier. There you go. You going to say hi? You going to say hi? He says hello. Marshall says hello. I gotcha. Blade show. At the Blade show, after showing off your piece, others agreed with Tommy. Oh, really? Well, I guess maybe I should put it in my bio. I'm a Flint Napper extraordinaire. What can I say? What's up, Doobs? Tommy is a very giving and always great to see him in a live video. Yeah, I gotta do something for old Tomboy here. I gotta do something for him for sure. What you say, boo? What you say? I was telling people earlier, my logo guy never made me a logo, that rascal. So, I'll have something for all the mods by this Christmas, guaranteed. I've been bad about it, but I'm gonna do something really nice for everybody because y'all have been nice to me. I still got it in mind. I still know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I gotta get a logo first. Gotta get a logo. Y'all gotta rep the brand, you know what I mean? Gotta rep the brand. Let me know you're a loyal follower. Okay. Yeah, I gotta pressure flake first. Oh boy. So this is gonna be the complete 8-step process here, I'm afraid. Which will make it look nice. I just don't have much room with my little metal tip here. But huge thanks to Tommy, man. That'll give me another Mountain Dew for tomorrow. That'll get me going. By the way, I am thinking about posting like a long form video sometime soon. I've been posting a lot of like 15-minute stuff. But I need to switch it up. I need to keep you all on your toes, you know? So, thinking about posting something long form. Let y'all watch me make a blade or something. I feel like it'd be boring, but at least it'd be like a complete upload, you know what I mean? I mean, it'd be something complete you could watch me do. All right, got the 228 likes is pretty solid for us. Caveman logo, yeah, Tommy, yep. Caveman chasing a dinosaur with a spear. Your stream is awesome, Jake. No goodies required. New payday. Yeah, you were telling me about that. Paydays across Texas, wore myself out today. Oh man, so you went today too? Oh dude, that's epic. That is epic. Just pointing the logo. Yeah, I might have to do it. What's up, Snyder? What you been doing? Hiding in the background? Where you been at, huh? You sly dog. What you been doing, huh? You just been hiding, I see. One day I'll do a video on why I do this 8-step process. And once I figured it out, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this all the time. Like, I still want to try different styles. But then I just kind of figured out, this is what works best for me. This is what allows me to get the flaked edge that I like on my points. And so one day I'll have to do a video on that too. But the idea is when I flake the edge down this way, so think about it from 2 axes. If I'm, okay, I'm getting it even here. Okay, this edge may be even, and it's not right now, by the way. But this edge won't be straight. So if I skip this process, the 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 side, and then I do top, that's 8. Here's the difference. This I've already got straight. This is jagged. So if I went ahead and did from a top view, boop, 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 and one day I'll do a video showing the difference, it won't be as thin along the edge because that's what we took care of here. It won't be as straight. It won't be as streamlined. You're more prone to it kind of gouging out in a weird way because it's not uniform. And your edge won't be as straight as this is. So that's kind of why. All right, so we're 2 steps into a 8-step process. All right, let's see what else we can do with this thing here. This is step 3 of 8 that I'm on right now. And basically, I'm just pressing in all the low spots, not pulling down. When I go from a top view and I'm doing this, I'm not pushing in. I'm just pressing down. And that builds convexity along the edge to make it look like it's a rounded point and not a slab. But this I am pressing in. If I have the convexity and everything looks right. But only on the low areas, not on the high areas. Because once I get all the low areas on this side, I'll flip it over and get all the low areas that are technically the high areas on this side. Flip it over, they're low. Now I can flip it over, and anything the other direction I can take. And this evens out the edge, while also thinning down the edge. Getting some of those thicknesses off. And if it's below the edge, then it definitely is a thickness, because it's a thick part of the edge. You gotta thin it out, get it streamlined. All right, that'll about do it. So that takes care of, and I still got to fool the base, obviously, and the notches a little bit. But anyway, I mean, it's coming together. It's coming together. Jake, we liked your Danish napping videos. All right, should I do more? I need to do more. Probably do more. Yeah. Man, all the waving in the chat, man, I tell you, y'all got it going on. All right, now it's time for steps 5, 6, 7, 8, which hopefully don't take as long. They aren't as stressful on the wrist or anything, so it's not too bad. Alright, flip it back over. This is just kind of touch-up work for this side. If there's anything jutting out or anything just kind of out there. Can't remember how long I spent on this preform before doing the pressure flaking, but it was a while. Maybe about an hour or so. Maybe a little more. But it'll all be worth it. Now I'm gonna do the other side here. This will definitely be a dandy of a point out of hornstone. This will be a good one. So this is step 7 of 8 right here. And step 8. Yep. And that right there is a long Hamilton / Savannah River. That's it. All right. We did it, folks. We did it. That thing is a monster. Thin down on either side of the base. Looking sweet. Not translucent because it's hornstone. But what a blade. And fairly thin too. It may look thick just because it's hornstone. In a case, it'll look perfect. But in person, it is very thin. Good flake scars. Thanks, Blunt. Good to see you. This is Kentucky Hornstone. Kentucky Hornstone. And got it thin. Didn't really have any hinges. You could call that a hinge, but I bet you I can pick that out in 2 seconds. Otherwise, no hinges on this thing whatsoever. Yeah, it was from Brad, actually. Yep. Got it symmetrical. It's a big one, and I will sell it if anybody wants it. You missed most of the live? That's okay. You're here now. Come on, stay up there. Let's see. I don't know where my measuring tape is. It's big though. I mean, it's huge. I'm 6'2", so I got big hands. All right, Tommy's starting it at 65. All right, let me find my measuring tape. I need some kind of measuring tape here. Cash Tolson. I haven't seen you bid before, so I will be quite skeptical. I'll take blunt axe at 70. So next bid will be 75. Let me look for a tape measure. There it is. I found it. It is 6.5 on the dot, baby. Look at there. 6.5 on the dot. All right. So thin, no hinge, Hamilton / Savannah River. All right, we got 75 from TT, Attorney Bailey at 80, and Blunt Axe at 85. Oh boy, we're getting up there. All right. Trying to show you all as many angles as you can. It's hornstone, you just never know what you're getting here. Lighting wise. So it's got some tan splotches. All right, 75, 80, 85. Tommy Taylor's at 90. Uh-oh. How many ways can I hold it in one session? Blunt Axe at 95. Uh-oh. Attorney at 100. Man, y'all really want this one. Maybe I need to start working more hornstone or something. Y'all are going ballistic. All right. Is 100 going to do it? Going once. Nah, we're not doing 101. Hunter going twice. And Blunt Axe trying to steal it from him. You know, there is actually a little bit of tan right there. You see it? Same tan color as the edge there. Just right there. Just barely. And a little there. Yeah, a little bit right there. And these are little splotches, whatever. All right, 105 going once. 105 going twice. Yeah, honestly, the whole box was like 200 and what's he selling them now for? 240? It's ridiculous. It's literally unpayable now, so I can't. I haven't gotten any more, so this is it. And oh my goodness, y'all are just. You're running up each other. I feel so bad. I got to do something for the one who loses. All right, 110 going once. 110 going twice. What is going on? Guys. Oh, I've got to do something for whoever loses because I don't, or whoever wins, or something that cause y'all are running running up each other bad. So I gotta do something for that. And the pink one. Oh, so you're really getting Blunt out of here, huh? I got Blunt at 115. With that one, probably. For this, I mean, I wanted 100 for that one lowest, but I mean, I can probably do 200 for both. But if you ended up getting this one, I'd try to make sure I could get it to 200. But right now we're at 115 for Mr. Blunt. Going once. And going twice. And so I guess for clarity, I wasn't really, with Blunt Axe, y'all going back and forth, I didn't really include that one. Or in other words, I'll let you do this one, and if you wanted a discount on that one for buying this one for that, I would do that. But Blunt Axe has got a really strong bid. 115. Going twice. And I think Blunt may just take it. I see 200 for both. See, I would probably do that. The only thing is, I don't know if Blunt would go in on that one too. You know what I mean? Because I would deem this one as $100. I mean, I just don't have Coastal this big. I mean, it just doesn't come that big. So I don't know. I don't know how to express it. I want to be fair to everybody, you know. But I would do one. Or in other words, I would do 115 for Blunt, but I would also do 200 for both. But I want to be fair to both of y'all, and I don't know how to do that without messing anything up, if that makes sense. Yeah, the bidding started on the one. I think that'd probably be the best thing to do. Yeah, and then the other. So I think so 115 for this one, and I'm thinking Blunt will have the high bid there. But if you wanted the pink one, I could lower it a little bit. If you wanted just the pink one. Yeah, that sounds fair. Support also. All right, cool. Cool. So we'll let Blunt have this one. And let me see if there's, I'll try to throw in something small with that. And this one, I was at 120, then I was at 100, but you know, given that somebody's buying that one too, oof, I love it too much. I would want to start the bid at 80 bucks and then see what happens. I would want 100 for it, but I would start the bid at 80 bucks as a discount. Because this one, I remember this one taking, oh goodness. This one took longer than anything I've made in a while. This because the boggies and this material stinks to work correctly. Oh, his auction. Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be fine too. You can bid on that. That'd be perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I always try to do the most fair thing, and sometimes I'm not perfect, so hopefully everything goes smoothly. But if you do end up wanting the pink one as an auction later on, yeah, just let me know. We'll figure something out maybe. As for me, it's getting a little late, and I'm thinking about going inside. So blunt axe, you got it. Yeah, I mean that'd be as low as I mean I hate even going that low on it, but I would do it. That's so hard. Like I would want 100, but I was gonna start if there was an auction. I'd start it at 80 to see if anybody would go any higher, like 85. But oh man, that's such a tough one. I don't have any coastal that big. That's the only issue. I remember showing this off sometime last week, and I'm like, I want like 200 bucks for it, and then I was like, okay, all right, realistically, maybe 150, and then I got to think, I'm like, okay, I mean, it's just a boggy branch. People aren't familiar with the lore of the boggy, so we can put this up front. If it only goes for 80, I'll sell it to you for 80. How about that? So we'll do this for auction, and we'll start it at 80. And if it doesn't go for more, yeah, I won't be heartbroken. Maybe a tad bit. Tommy Taylor at 80. Well, let's do attorney at 80. And oh, that's great, Blunt. Great to hear. Oh, that's awesome. Or attorney or Tommy at 80. I get either's fine. I don't care. 80, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. 85. Okay. All right. Tommy Taylor going once. Tommy Taylor going twice. And if I don't see anything in the next 10 seconds, it will be. Oh, I saw Bailey. I see Scott Russell at 95. I appreciate that. We do $5 increments, and also I'm always a little skeptical when newer bidders come. So I got Attorney Bailey at 90. Barrett Flint Knapping. All right. Oh, what's up? I don't know if I've seen your channel before, Barrett. I'm gonna have to look that up. Welcome in. All right, Attorney at 90, going once, and I doubt it's translucent. Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of a pinkish, purplish color in person. Stands out on a really dark background. Like, I haven't had my flash on the whole time. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Anyways, Alabama Coastal. Worked it from a spall. It's got a fossil inclusion in there. It's got dendrites all over the place. Going twice, attorney at 90, and I see the 95, but I haven't seen you bid before, so I'm going to respectfully decline. And I think we got it at 90. All right, sold unless I see something in the next 10 seconds. Nah, you aren't cheating, Tommy. I throw some extra stuff in his basket all the time. Not 90. That's a good comfortable number between 80 and 100. So that'll be perfect. Yeah, how do you bid if you haven't bid for it? Yeah, that's a good question. At some point, I remember when Attorney Bailey first bid. Attorney, you got it. I remember when Attorney Bailey first bid, and I was like, I don't know, and I'll let you do it. And then I realized, and then he didn't pay immediately like usually we do. And then I realized, oh, he actually is somebody real buying, but he actually was on the road, couldn't do it. And now he's super awesome. So I never really know, but usually the best way to do it is, if you see one of these three, if you use Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, if you end up winning a bid or getting close to winning a bid, or you bid 95 today. So I'm going to give it to those who generally buy. But if you're new to buying, generally what I say is send like $1 to any of these. And the next time we have a bid, I'll just give you that $1 back, and or put it to your next point. And anyways, that way I know that it's not like a bot, because these mods, we've gotten hundreds, thousands probably through the months of just random bids, and you never really know. So waiting on the other. Cool. Actually, I want to say I sent it in the mail about 4 days ago, and that was my fault. Tooth extracted. I was in pain for a week and a half, and still kind of am, but able to talk at least. Yeah, so that was all my fault. But it is in the mail. I'll send you the tracking tonight if I remember to do so. Lord willing, it should be there tomorrow probably, I would imagine. But happy to hear that for Blunt's sake. I know it's been a tough year. Just keep looking up. Yeah, Tommy's got a bunch. I'm gonna do something for all my staple folks here. I planned to do something last year, and that fell through because my boy never got through with a fine logo for me. He just kind of fell through. He was working on it, and then I had to remind him, and he never finished it. He got so close, and I remember telling y'all, I was like, I'm placing the order, I'm getting him in. I'm just waiting on and he never finished it. So I need a good logo guy. Yeah. Anyways, guys, y'all are awesome. I'm gonna do something for you. For pretty much everybody who's got. I haven't seen Tomlinson lately. Actually, that's a great question. I don't know what's up with him, Ed. But man, y'all got some good points for me today. That's insane. I don't usually sell my good points, and y'all got 3 of them from me today. Three keeper case points, and y'all finessed them from me. Y'all rascals. Hey, there was a lot of time that went into those. I can't lie. A lot of time. But worked out. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. By the way, the wristband, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control, is Fruits of the Spirit, we had a vacation Bible school soon. Somebody requested $100 from me just now. I'm going to delete you off of my PayPal. People do that from time to time. Get out of here, son. I'm deleting you. His name is, I'm going to call his name out, Dakota Irvin. Dakota Irvin, if you watch this, anytime I see your name, I'm banning you from our chat. Yep. Yep. Prices have gone down. Hey, that's okay. I don't mind. I'm going to make them either way. I still miss that clay that you got, dude. That was one of my... I miss that clay point, Ed. I really do. That was a dadgum smoker. I miss that coral clay. Oof. I can't believe I let you get that one. All right, me and Marsha are going to go in. Hey, y'all are awesome. Thanks so much. Couldn't be more grateful. Appreciate y'all supporting the work. All right, Dakota Irvin canceled a request for $100. So maybe he heard that and recognized he'd get panned. And then he had a change of heart. Either way, that's tough. You ain't getting $100, that's for sure. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Thanks so much. And talk to you next time. Bye.